Welcome to FitFarm, a show dedicated to creating a better life through fitness and the grappling arts. I'm Joseph Aronson.
I'm Jackie Baker. It's time to get jacked.
What's up, everybody? I am here with Shayne Adams, Amanda Ginski, and KJ Kordick. We're talking about Amanda's coming up pro fight for K1?
K1 Kickboxing.
K1 Kickboxing. Where is this happening?
Janesville.
Janesville, Wisconsin.
Holiday Inn.
Okay.
Convention Center.
Okay.
Right? I keep messing that up on all my interviews.
Yep, yeah. So I guess can we get a quick background about Amanda, since she's going to be the highlight of the show today.
She's
all eyes on her.
Okay.
So I mean, you're fighting at the pro level at this one. I'm taking it. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. So can you kind of give us an insight of where you started?
Started training. It was 2008.
Oh, so you're at 10 years. Yeah.
Yeah. It was going. Yeah, 10 years. I'm just finger count. Yeah, 10 years. The intention was to never fight. It was just to train and get in shape and kind of get my life grounded. I was not living with either of my parents at the time and living with my friend.
No? Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
So I ran into a high school friend who ended up kind of inviting me to his gym. I guess him and his dad owned their own boxing gym. So came in. It was a 2-day-a-week thing just to get in shape. I fell in love with it.
Yeah.
So I trained for a full year and then took my first fight in 2008. And then I kind of never stopped since.
That's crazy how that works, right? You just go in, like, I'm going to do some cardio kickboxing. All of a sudden, like, you're straight up getting kicked in the face and kicking you on the face. So boxing is where it started, not kickboxing.
Yeah, it was boxing.
And so your first fight was boxing too, I guess? Bout, I guess it'd be?
Yes.
She's Golden Gloves 2 times.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I
winner
did
as a female. That's
Chicago Golden Gloves.
As a female.
2009, I won the novice division in the Chicago Golden Gloves, and then 2010, I did the open division and I won. So,
wow.
2 times.
Nice. So with like an open division, are there still weight classes for that, or is that just?
Yeah, it is weight classes, but
all skill.
Yeah, the open division basically is for the fighters who have 10 or more. So it's more skilled fighters. But if you win in the novice division, you automatically get bumped up.
Oh, nice.
So, I mean, I only had a few more fights that following year. But I was able to enter and take that one in open. So it was pretty cool. Yeah.
So what made you switch from regular boxing to kickboxing?
I never really switched. I was always up for doing both. My boxing coach lost his gym, which forced me to Rob's gym. Not really forced me, kind of found Rob's gym. And he, of course, we know Rob's a big kickboxing guy. Mm-hmm. So he was like, second he saw me, he was like, your length, your height. He's like, you need to kickbox. Like, would you be interested? And at that time I was like, I just want to fight. I just want to punch people.
Yeah, whatever it takes, right?
I want to excel. So then started learning the kickbox and, again, never turned back.
Yeah, you're how tall are you anyways?
5'10".
Yeah. So that's, I mean, for a female, that's tall.
Especially fighting at I used to fight at around 143. I've moved up since then because I learned how to, feed my body a little bit more. Yeah, put on some muscle. But at 143 at 5'10", I mean, I can easily kick heads. Well, I can still kick heads.
Right.
She can kick heads, all right? I took a hit from her. I took a hit from her. She was like, what? Not even half speed, and I couldn't even move my arm the next day.
Oh, yeah.
This girl.
And I've kicked Shayne in the eye.
Right? If The Walking Dead and the world ever blows up, I'm coming to her, okay?
That's funny. Have you thought about MMA too, or is kickboxing kind of where you're staying?
No, I have an appreciation and a love for the stand-up game.
Okay.
I feel like if I don't know, there's just so much to learn. Like kickboxing, there's
so much
more,
there. Yeah.
There's more, there's full contact, you have low kick, you have K1. There's so many different styles and rules. It's like, why would you add more weapons to the arsenal when you can't even figure out how to use the ones you have?
Sure.
That's kind of how I feel about it. So I feel most people go to mixed martial arts, in the UFC because it's what's big and what's going to make them money.
Mm-hmm.
By all means, if that's the route you want to go, that's fine. But for me, it's more of the experience, challenging myself as a fighter and as a person, and just becoming something great in the sport, not necessarily, I just want to make money and be this big, huge star. So
Sure. Well, speaking of star, I mean, for people that don't understand, you are fighting at the pro level, and I don't know if that actually pays the bills or if you have to work, as well, right? I mean,
we are looking for sponsors for her. We're looking for sponsors, and I'm telling you, she needs a sponsor. She works hard, and would be outstanding. And it would be a privilege for you to have her on your team and sponsor her. It would be your privilege.
Yeah, at the level I'm at right now, just entering into I'm only a year into my pro. Into being a professional, and it does not pay the bills. Anyone who is a stand-up fighter cannot expect to pay their bills. I work pretty much 7 days a week, whether it's personal training, teaching classes, and of course, I do bartend. I mean, you have to grind.
Yeah.
You have to want it. You have to dig deep. You have to wake up every day. You have to self-motivate. It's not an easy thing to do, but that's where the passion comes in. It's something that I want to do and I love doing. So
I imagine you're busy like 6-7 days a week.
Yep.
I mean,
if
you have
24/7.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So, I mean, that's kind of where I was at with the business side of it. I was wondering, how does it even work when you get promoted to like pro? Does someone just reach out to you and say, hey, you're really good, you're a pro? Or do you have like a manager that negotiates contracts, or how does that side of it work?
I have my coach pretty much manage me.
Yeah.
I mean, I show up to the gym, I train. Any time someone reaches out to me in regards to something along those lines, I just throw them his number and have him deal with it.
Yeah.
He's been in the business for 30 years. He knows what he's doing. So I have him take care of it.
Here's his business card, Rob.
Rob Z.
Rob Z.
AKA El Presidente.
Yeah, El Presidente for Team USA.
So as far as anyone reaching out or the behind the scenes stuff, you let him take care of that, and then
absolutely.
you just go fight, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
right. Yeah.
Does he come at you with something like, hey, this is what we got offered, do you want this or not? Or he just pretty much knows what's in your best interest?
He knows what's in my best interest. We haven't really had anyone big reach out to the point where he's had to sit me down and say, hey, listen, this is the opportunity that we have.
Yeah.
We're still waiting for that opportunity, so we're here and waiting.
It's a matter of time, right? I mean, how old are you?
I'm going to be 30.
So, I mean, really, that
dirty 30 this year.
I think they say like 28 to 32 is kind of like when you start coming into your prime, right? As far as a fighter, anyway.
I mean, that's how I feel. I mean, I'm
my
only
first pro title at 36.
Yeah.
What, Shayne? Your first pro title at 36? Yeah. Well, most of the really smart men in the world and women was after 30.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
You're gonna screw up for a good 30 years and then figure it out, right?
It's crazy. Even at 25, you still don't know what you want. Anything could change. And I only feel like as the years go on and every year I get older, it just keeps getting better.
Yeah.
Like I get faster, I get stronger. I learn more about diet, nutrition, exercise.
That's where it is.
So
you get more knowledge, right?
More knowledge is, exactly.
Because if you could go back to early 20s, but with the knowledge you have now, you'd probably be unstoppable. I mean that's where that's where you
we're
have
still
to,
unstoppable.
Yeah,
Come
exactly.
on.
Yeah, I mean
you think you're unstoppable.
Yeah, but
you grow up and realize.
That's where you learn to listen to your coaches, right? I mean they're looking out for your best interest.
Right.
Sometimes when you're younger, you think you know it all, and then as you get older,
good mentors. I have good people on my side.
Yeah.
Shayne saved my life. I owe him my life, actually.
Really?
Yes.
What happened?
Weight cuts. Many times. Just weight cuts and diet. And I fought in I think we can take this back to the Pan American Championships in Mexico. The Pan Americans were the qualifier for the World Games. Now, kickboxing last year, this was the first time that they hosted kickboxing in the World Games. So we went down to the Pan Ams to fight, and I had made the decision to drop to 132.
Whoa.
I'm 5'10".
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So it was rough. It was really, really, really rough of a weight cut, and I lost my hearing in one ear, and I lost my vision. Standing in line, waiting to get on the scale. And if Shayne was not there, I probably would have been hauled all the way.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
it was a little scary.
It was intense. Yeah.
Definitely pushed the limits on that.
Yeah.
What does that look like at 5'10", 132 pounds? Do you recognize yourself at that point?
No.
Or face is sunk in. There's nothing there, right?
It was bad. It was bad. I mean, I couldn't even get my thighs to touch if I wanted them to.
Yeah.
The thigh gap was real.
I'm not touching that
No,
one.
here's the thing about it. It wasn't just a 32 weight cut. She had to maintain it all week long, and this is where it came in. Now the second weight cut went much smoother, but initially touching that one, but after she did it, and then she won her first round. She went back in. She was giddy about the second weight cut, so I mean, it wasn't that bad the second time around. Kind of was laughing, having a good time with it. But
try to stay positive.
Yeah, once you made it the first time, you're like, oh, I got this, right?
Yeah.
Or almost died, whatever. No big deal.
Now, energy level did you really feel it energy level wise?
It was all mental. There was like physically, I had like after that second fight, when I got out of the ring, like I had nothing left. It was just, you have to get it in your head. You have to fight. It doesn't matter. You have to get it in your head, life or death. Like you have to fight, like, for your life, pretty much.
I got cats fighting over me.
When is weigh-in versus your actual bout, or at something like that? When you have like a serious cut, is the weigh-in a day before, or is it the day of?
It's with tournaments. Initially, when you first get there, you'll weigh in, and then they'll have you fight the next day.
Okay, so you got a day grace period.
And if you win that fight, then they'll schedule your second bout. And then usually it's the day of the fight that you weigh in.
But you have to weigh in again.
Yes.
So it's not like some tournaments, you make weight, you're good, no matter what.
Weigh in like at 6 in the morning.
Yeah,
that's the thing. I mean, who goes and cuts weight at 4 a.m.? You got to weigh in,
right?
Maintain that.
For WAKO, it's an everyday weigh-in. Every day you fight.
Yeah, that's tough. I mean, I guess that makes it harder for a lot of people to do that water weight cut or whatever, because they just blow right up afterwards.
Right. Yeah.
Well, it's like crash dieting, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, and you said it yourself. You can really. You mess some things up if you cut that much weight that fast and then try to fight on top of it.
Right, exactly. You have to be very careful.
We're going to have a boxing match with these two cats.
Yeah,
here we go.
That might be. They're going to be full MMA. These cats.
Right?
Whatever Leo is.
Leo, what are you, Leo? Now, these are the same kind of cats. They look pretty.
Bengals, yeah, they're both Bengals.
Oh, because that means they're wild.
They're our mascots.
They are a little wild, man. They are.
Like me, I'm a little wild.
Yeah, but the thing is with him is, he'll sit on your lap all day too. It's like, dude, come on, give me a break.
She's loving me. Well, she's met me a few times already.
Put treats in your pocket or something.
Right?
Yeah, you got some catnip in there.
I'm cheating.
Yeah.
You want to come home with me?
So where do you come in the picture, KJ, as far as WAKO?
Well, actually, with WAKO, I've been retired. I actually worked in my 20s. I had my own TV show in Florida. Okay. Unfortunately, my best guy friend passed away, and I was at the memorial, and Rob and I got to talking, and it seemed like he can use my help, and I said, well, hey, I'll come on board, and I'm the Storm, and I've been making waves, and things have been going pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, just helping promote and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm super excited for WAKO Team USA. I really believe in them. I believe in the organization. Everybody is family friendly. We're all good people. I mean, MMA is good and all that stuff, but it's a little different type of fighting style. Sure. This is more kid friendly. We're more, we're America.
Yeah.
We're USA, and we're one step below the International Olympic Committee, so we're waiting on all that stuff. And as soon as that's a go, it's going to change everything. So I came on at a really good time. But, there's been people working 10 years for this before I ever came on. I actually worked the Super Cop series with Rob back 20, 30 years ago. I was pounding the pavement. I was actually the original ring girl. I always wore an outfit, though. I was the only ring girl in clothes.
Sure. It's okay.
So, and I'm just super excited. And then I worked for T3. I've been working for 3 years. I had a reunion show for, I was on a U crew. I was a U dancer for B96. I was one of their lead dancers.
Jeez.
So they had a big reunion.
Mover and a shaker.
Yeah, right?
You know what? Is it true that if you're a talented dancer, I think that carries over in kickboxing, or no?
I was actually I was a basketball player.
Okay.
Does it work the other way around?
So, I'd be a dancer. I'm actually one of the first girls to play basketball in the boys' sports with the big ball before they went to the girly ball.
Yeah.
So
okay.
believe me, I've been through a lot.
Sure.
And then I hurt my ankle really bad, and it ended my career. All the colleges just ran away. As soon as you're hurt, boom, they're gone.
Yeah, you're liability.
Yeah, you're
at
nothing.
That point. Yeah.
You're nothing. So I had to figure out where I was going to go, and then I had this opportunity for this show. I auditioned, became one of the better dancers, traveled with them, had a really good time. And then somehow it's full circle, I kind of feel like, and I kind of came back to now working with Rob as my partner as WAKO Team USA, and then T3 has really helped us out a lot because they're a big production company, and so I merged them together.
So they have a lot of the equipment, or
right? Yeah, T3 is a top company. So basically what I did is I'm like a double agent. So I'm like the monkey in the middle, basically. Yeah. I love it. I'm a T3 girl / WAKO USA.
Yeah, you're rocking it.
You know what I mean? I'm rocking both of them. My goal is for both of them to grow and for WAKO to be to come together. All WAKO Asia, WAKO, whatever WAKO you are, we're not going to grow if we all don't come together and work together.
Yes.
So that's my main goal, is bringing people together.
Yeah. Where are they based out of? WAKO USA, like where is there like
out of Huntley,
Illinois? Okay,
yes.
So that's like their main base, their home base.
And as soon as we get approved, Z's Martial Arts will become the official Olympic training center.
Wow!
So that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, real close to home.
Shane's one of our people too. He's one of our. What are you again, Shayne? Talk. Get off your phone.
Let me put that in here.
I'm a coach for Team USA.
He's a coach for Team USA.
He's a coach.
He's a coach.
But he's the gimbo. This one here. Look at Shayne. Shayne broke the gimbo.
Gimbal.
Gambino, whatever it is.
Gambino.
Now we got Bigsby coming.
The Gambino fell over.
I know, Bigsby's coming out.
It's funny.
There's Shayne.
Here we go. What's up, guys?
Say hi, Shayne. Look, he's got his little WAKO Team USA little outfit on. Oh, he looks so
I'm
cute.
rocking a jiu-jitsu shirt.
Oh, that's all right.
I like your little outfit, Shayne.
Yeah. You guys match. That's kind of cool. I didn't even notice. Huh. You guys plan that out, or is it just...
No, it's what we
just
wear in the corner.
Every day, right? Oh.
Yeah, it's required wear. They kind of keep everything organized and uniform. So international, it's part of the required uniform.
Yeah. I wanted to talk to you about the corner thing because you were at Glory this weekend.
Yes.
Well, she's messing with that gimbal.
Wait,
gimbal?
Where's my T3 when I need
Whatever
it?
it's called.
Where's my T3 people when I need them?
How'd that go? How was Glory, dude?
It went really good. Louis Serrano fought. He put on a good show. Louis had been sick for the last 2 weeks. It wasn't his best performance. I thought he still did outstanding, did great, stepped up the big stage. Came away with got the L on that one. I didn't really see it that way. I thought he won rounds 1 and 3, but you know what? You can't leave it to the judges. Go on.
They need glasses. That's how I call it. The judges need glasses.
Well, at the end of the day, I mean, especially if he had to travel to that one, and was the other guy his opponent like?
It's not. That's not. It's just that wasn't really a factor and stuff.
Okay.
I'm just
It wasn't favorites or anything, right?
No.
Okay.
It just wasn't. It was just different guys' opinions. My opinion was different.
So. Sure. So, and were you the cut man for the whole night too?
Yes.
Or?
Glory hired me to do cuts, so I didn't get a lot of action. I had one. Go into Sinche, or how he said his last name. He had a big nasty cut. I had to go in the back and fix it, but they wouldn't let him fight after even. So didn't really get a lot of action that night.
I wanted you to be my cut man for my daughter the other day. Remember that? She fell and hit her eye on the coffee table, and
little baby. I'm like, I'm not touching that one.
She's a year old. Yeah, I was like, what do you think, Shayne? We ended up having to take her to the urgent care. We were there till like 11 o'clock on a Friday night with a crying baby, 5 stitches. Yeah. Not fun. Shayne could have done it in 5 minutes, but no, I don't think.
I can vouch for him. He's a good cut man.
I just don't know how she would have responded, or how
she likes me now.
We'll
keep it that way. So.
Yeah, right.
But a cut man's the guy that like sews you back up, right?
Well,
the people, there's a lot of people that are new.
Probably more glue, right? Or
you just glue them up with like Elmer's glue.
No. So the idea is to keep the blood out of their eyes, keep the swelling from keeping impaired their vision, and get them another round. And so it's about a time thing. When it comes down to money and stuff, these guys all have amazing hearts. They don't want to get cut. They don't want to quit.
Yeah, they don't want to quit just because they got a small gash on their forehead that's getting their eye or whatever,
it's
right?
It's a safety issue. So basically, we keep the blood out of their eyes so they can see, keep the swelling so they can see, blood so they can out of their nose so they can breathe. So
yeah.
That's just
so it's a very important job basically because a lot of these guys come on they don't have sponsors. They come on their own, on their own dime. They come on with their families. They pay for their own hotels. The last thing they want to do is not be able to fight because of a cut in their eye or by their eye. So thank you, Shayne.
Yeah, thank you, Shayne.
Yes.
Or when you're walking, to Team USA versus Team Canada in wedges and you eat shit in the parking lot. I mean,
I forgot I pitched up on that.
Wait, tell us about the
what happened?
Yeah, she actually hosted that.
Rewind that.
She did a great job. I was impressed.
Yeah, what happened?
So you ate
I missed something
in the parking lot? Because family friendly, you can't say that word.
So I got to commentate next to Jay Adams for our Team USA versus Team Canada event that was held in Nashville. So I dressed nice. I had a romper on.
You looked hot. She looked hot.
And I had some wedges on. And I'm walking in and I'm on the phone with Kim Zabilski. I'm like, where do I need to go? I have Clorox wipes in my hands to clean the gloves. I have a million things in my hands. I'm not paying attention. I'm walking down the stairs and it's the last step and I fall. And
you had those high heels on. They were like stilettos.
I had wedges on.
They were huge.
I just fell right on my knees and I just kind of sat there, finished the phone call. I got up and I had like gravel embedded in my kneecaps. I have scars now. But no, I can't. I walked into the event and I had blood dripping all the way down my shins. And Shayne's like, wait, I can fix this. So then I got bandaged up. I got the cut man treatment.
The cut man, Shayne Adams.
Shayne Adams.
Shayne Adams, the cut man. WAKO Team USA.
Has he been in your corner before for cut work, or just that was pretty much your only experience with that? Or
well, when we travel, when we go overseas and I fight for WAKO, it's kind of a conflict of interest for Rob to corner me, so Shayne takes over and he corners me. So he's cornered a handful of my fights and he's got me some really good wins, and so yeah, we work really well together. In my opinion, I don't know how he feels.
I think so.
Yeah,
well, Rob does speak very highly of you. I have to admit.
Yeah. So what's your relation and your gym's relation with WAKO? I mean, I see it right here on this too.
Rob used to be my coach a long time ago for a short period of time. Rob actually cornered me in my very first title fight, helped me out back in 1995, I believe it was.
Okay.
So we've been friends, lifelong friends. We've done some shows together, worked together. It was just a natural fit. Very, very natural fit. I wanted to, be more involved in stuff. Rob's been a good mentor to me for years and years and years. So, I mean, it's only natural.
So you're like almost an affiliate or?
Well, actually, I had the title of national director. I do a lot with it. So, I don't really claim a title or anything, but I've done a bunch of stuff.
Nice.
Shayne's been one of the hard workers from the beginning. For what, 10 years now? You've been?
No, not quite 10.
Not 20. So you came on board after?
I've only been involved now really seriously for about 3 now.
3.
Well, 3 good years, that's for sure.
Dang.
WAKO USA is lucky to have you.
Yeah. So all those the fights like out of state or out of country, are those through WAKO as well? Okay.
Yes, yeah.
Where all have you been with them?
I fought the first time in Dublin, Ireland in 2011. That was the WAKO Worlds. I went back in 2015 to Dublin for the Irish Open, and then 2017 in Budapest, Hungary. I've been to Toronto, Canada, Mexico. Yeah, I did the same thing.
My bad.
Mexico 4 times, LA. I have 3 national titles. I won Vegas 3 years in a row.
Wow.
We had national tournament in
so
Vegas.
So they give you enough time to actually enjoy the places that you're visiting to, or it's fight leave?
We always take vacation time. When I know I'm going out to fight, I will always take extra time to vacation. And Shayne, a.k.a. Dad, always has a nice itinerary for us so we could sightsee and see different things, and we get the most out of these trips. So, first take care of business, we fight, and then we have fun.
That's one of the things when you're going to do this, you work hard, play hard. You want to get them, it's a full experience. It's not just go fight, go do these things and stuff. So we always try to turn it into a good, pleasurable experience. For anybody wanting to get on board, there's more than just fighting too and stuff. You make family, you make lifelong friends. I mean, even if I was to get out of this tomorrow, I'm still going to be friends with these people and still want to do things and, see things.
That's crazy thing about that is like you'll go on trips and you're stuck with people. And it's like sometimes at the end of the trip, you're like,
oh, I hate that.
Yeah, right? And when we were leaving Budapest, like I actually grabbed my suitcase and I like ran out because I didn't want to say bye. I didn't want to say bye to the guys because I did not get sick of anyone on that trip. I was actually like, they were like leaving and I was like, I don't want to.
That's how I feel. I've met some of the nicest fighters. Like you would never believe that these fighters that just look like
super scary looking.
Scary looking.
They hit hard. They fight for a living. Some of the
most family men and women I have ever met in my life. Genuine people. They really care about what they're doing. They really care about other. There's a good sportsmanship I noticed, and they've been more than opening and welcoming to me, which is really cool. The show's doing really good. Without the fans, we won't be here. So I've never met nicer people. I have to admit. I will say that.
Crazy. So Budapest, Ireland, Canada. Mexico, Vegas numerous times.
Multiple Mexicos.
And then next month, Janesville. Right? Okay. Yeah. Cool. So
in Italy?
Yeah.
Possibly Rome, Italy. It's kind of
Italy.
Still in the bag a little bit, but we got a possible fight coming up in Italy.
Holy cow.
Ireland.
Sure.
What about Ireland? That's coming up soon. No, that's not us, right?
No.
That's not us. But it's a different WAKO, so it is us.
No, we have our fight. We have our stateside fight that we're doing, so.
Yeah. So another thing I don't think a lot of people understand is who pays the bills for that. I mean, some of that's got to come out of your pocket too, right? As the fighter.
WAKO, some of the organization will help pay for the expenses, but for the most part, yes, we do. We do like fundraisers and things within the gym, because a lot of the parents and the people that come into Z's. I mean, I live there. They see me train. They see how hard I work. So we'll do fundraisers and things like that to raise money. But for the most part, I mean, if I know I'm going to fight, I save up, because I want to go. I want to go overseas. I want to get that experience. Because, I mean, to fight overseas and to fight the Europeans, and, I mean, that's the best type of experience you will get. So you want that under your belt for sure.
And that's why sponsorship is so important.
Yep.
It really comes down to these kids. They, go above and beyond. And accompany you with their patch on them. You guys are lucky. So, jump on board. WAKO USA, we're looking for sponsors. Here's a pro fighter right now, looking for a sponsor. You'd be lucky to have her.
No doubt. That's the reality of sponsorships. I mean, that's why you need them. It's not like you need them, to go make millions of dollars or whatever. You just want your expenses covered, and that's going to fall again. I'll get it. I mean,
I look at it like, how when you're younger and you try out for like a traveling team.
Push it in and then tighten it.
You know how when you're younger and you try out for a traveling team, a lot of people have done that.
Yeah.
You make it.
And your parents are
and then your parents have to dish out $10,000 right away. And you're lucky that you were even accepted on that team. This is a non-profit organization. We're not driving Jaguars. All our money goes back into our program. We're technically difficulties here. Mine's working. Woo!
See, ours are mounted to the table, so it doesn't happen. But
my little buddy.
Yeah. So again, like you're saying, that's probably one of the most important reasons to have a sponsor. There's a lot of fights. Have you ever missed a fight too because of expenses or any of that, or you've always kind of found a way to make it?
You just missed that. Were you hurt? What was the one that you posted on Facebook that you were upset that you missed?
Oh, I missed getting on Glory. A part of that was they wanted, a local Chicago opponent, so 2 local girls fighting. Number one, very limited amount of girls out of Chicago that fight professional at my weight.
Yeah.
So you have to bring them in from out of state. So that's just more money. So I did end up missing that opportunity to, fight on Glory. It's a big stage. So
Glory's cool, but they definitely missed out.
Yeah, I think they did miss out.
Yep, I missed out.
I would have gave them a hell of a show, but
one heck of a show.
That's why we're doing March 10th in Janesville.
Yeah,
just gives my family and friends and everyone locally a chance to again come together and
that's close enough. A lot of people can come watch, right?
Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
And you keep a good relationship with Shayne too. Did you train with a lot of people at his gym?
Yeah. I pretty much consider all those guys like my brothers. Like they're awesome. It's like once you travel or you train, it's weird to say lifelong friends because you legit become family.
Yeah.
They're your family. Yeah.
The guys over at Z's are pretty much we're affiliates. I mean, there's no Team Z, there's no Northern Element Comic Club. It's us.
All together.
We're under WAKO and.
Well, that's what WAKO USA. WAKO USA is everybody. It's Shayne. It's Combat Fitness. It's Z's Martial Arts. It's karate. It's boxing. WAKO is the elite team of everybody.
Right.
Is how I look at it.
No, that's cool.
Like the traveler team.
So, is it hard finding training partners as far as female training partners?
Yes.
That's something I was kind of thinking, like, you can find guys too, but then I don't know if guys hold back a little in training too. Because
females are limited. I mean, they're there, but we're all at different weights.
And at different skill levels, right?
And different skill levels.
Different goals too.
Even Amanda Zabilski, she's so little. Like, I couldn't believe how, like, compared to you, she's so little, even though she's equally as good. But there is a thing with the size. Like, her leg could, is half. You could reach her from. Yeah, her leg is her whole body basically. Yeah. In length.
I mean, training with men is good and bad. I mean, it's made me tough. It's mentally tough and physically tough. But then you have those days where you just get beat up. Yeah. And it kind of
breaks you down.
It kills your confidence a little bit. But I mean, at the end of the day, you have to just work with what you have. So I make it work.
Yeah. Yeah, because I always wondered, too, if there's, like, a golden rule for guys that when they train with a female, if they're supposed to give it 100% and try to tear your head off.
No, the golden rule in training is you hit as hard as you want to be hit. They're not your opponent. They're a tool, training partners. So if you go in and beat your damn opponent up and stuff, you got everything coming back to you. It doesn't work like that. Neither one of you benefit from it. There should be hard sparring days, obviously.
Yes.
To the limit and stuff. But, I think that's just kind of a unsaid thing. When you get in there and stuff, you respect your training partner and they respect you and you guys work together. And that's when you start getting up in levels and start understanding that. Yeah. You become better. And that's when the maturity's there.
I think most men are afraid of sparring her.
Right.
Okay, let's face it. She's bad. So
yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, it takes a certain type of man to even be able to get into the sparring.
Yeah, and then you're hurting.
They do. They'll say like, "Oh, I'm scared. Like I don't want to hit." But then once you hit them, then it's on.
You hurt their feelings a lot, or is there a lot of butt hurt going on, or no?
No, I can tell you this, Amanda, though, is she has no problem taking anything that anybody gives her, though. Like, very respectful and stuff. They learn quickly to not treat her like a female, and they're not giving her respect by treating her like a female. Treat her like a fighter.
Training partner.
And that's a training partner. There's no gender base there and stuff. They don't try to hurt each other. They do good work.
Because I always wondered on the grappling side of things, when you got guys that'll roll with girls and just try to destroy them. They're like 100 pounds heavier. Yeah. But there's a difference there because you're putting your weight on them versus when you're standing up.
That's still there. Yeah, it's still there. But
if you clinch them or if you get something real, I imagine it's still there. There's still a power difference, right?
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah. Got the fight coming up in March.
For more information or to get your tickets, call 815-708-3435.
What about
847-530-8334?
Or no, just
or you can hit my direct line.
Right?
Hit up my DMs.
Do you have anyone? Yeah, slide through my DM real quick. Do you have any fighters or any?
I'm just gonna put one guy on and stuff. I'm gonna try to focus on more of the promotion and being in the background a little bit.
Okay.
It gets to be quite hectic when you have 4 or 5 guys on a card, and then trying to corner, trying to wrap them, trying to promote, trying to do all these things. So actually, I'm going to take a little break, sit back, just have one of my guys fight.
Yeah.
And then
you going to corner him? Are you going to be a stitch man there too, or no?
If necessary.
Yeah. That's
he's like MacGyver.
You like that?
Yeah,
that
does everything.
Creep you out or anything?
No, it doesn't bother me. It's gratifying to know because I had Guido this weekend, and even though he was in the back and the doctor still stopped, but he gave me the most sincere thank you, and it was a really cool thing to know that I tried, that I could have put this guy back in there and he could have won this tournament. And I have 2 tournament winners before. Both my tournament winners were middleweight. I fixed both of them before last time. Yeah. So, and they give you the most sincere thank you, and that's gratifying. So,
dude, yeah. So, have you had any stoppages because of a cut or anything like that on yourself? No. Okay.
No.
What about injuries? Have you worked through some injuries?
Nope.
So, okay, now I got to ask this. What style is, like, you're fighting K1? Is that more American style, Dutch style, or kickboxing?
K1 is a combination of karate, kickboxing. What it did is it unified a lot of different kickboxing arts under one rule set. So it's It's a little faster paced also because they're not allowing a lot of the clinches and the sweeps and stuff. You get one clinch, you get to throw knees with that.
Okay.
They don't hold the clinch very long. So it's multiple stand-up arts.
So there's a time limit on the clinch? Or it's just kind of refs?
There's a couple different rule sets. Some say 3 seconds, some say 5, some say 1 clinch, 1 knee. So it kind of depends on where you go with that and what referee you get.
Okay, and then WAKO is pretty much the same rule set? Or is K1 under WAKO's? I guess I don't understand
WAKO
the structure.
USA.
K1 is a rule set. Yeah.
Okay.
It's a rule set. You have low kick, which means no clinch.
Yeah.
And all you can do is target the inside and the outside of the thighs.
Yeah.
Full contact is kicking above the waist, and that's more of an old school PK.
Okay.
And then you have your Muay Thai, which is full on clinch, knees, elbows.
Mm-hmm.
So, but K1 is kind of the combination of all the above.
Okay, and then WAKO just supports all the organizations under it. Is that how it works as far as?
WAKO International.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
yeah.
we're WAKO USA.
Okay. So WAKO USA,
right.
yeah,
so
has
because we're stepping on toes of
sure.
WAKO is like a main, it's a worldwide thing, and then we're WAKO USA, and then there's like WAKO Ireland, WAKO Russia.
I gotcha.
WAKO Hungarian.
So WAKO USA sticks to like a K1 rule set, right?
K1 low kick and full
I believe they all do, right?
Yeah.
They all. I mean, we're all the same rules, correct?
Yeah, it's all it's under WAKO rules.
Yes.
It's K1 low kick, full contact, and then they also have their tatami division, which is point fighting, musical forms. So there's a lot of karate based, a lot of martial arts based.
Oh,
on
nice.
The other side too. So we are in the ring sports division.
Nice. That's
so
cool.
WAKO is an organization, is what it is.
Yeah. I was kind of curious how the
So just how you have Glory or Bellator. Well, WAKO is its own organization. Right now, it's just amateur, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. There is a WAKO Pro, and they do a lot more of that in the European countries, whereas we have commission problems and things over here that we're trying to work through. You got 50 different commissions telling you how to do a damn fight. Over there they get, the Europeans, they let you fight. So this is something that we're kind of rifling through, trying to get, and that'll help the level of our competitors go up too, get more fights.
Well, and other WAKOs aren't they funded by their government? A lot of the other. We're not. We depend on sponsorship.
The European or in Europe. They're funded by the government. So.
Yeah, wow.
Which is a big difference when someone's getting paid, to fight versus someone coming up with the money to travel.
Which I also have to point out something too. We do have one sponsor that did help us out, WAKO International, that did sponsor Team USA last year, and they helped us out.
Good guy too. It's one of my favorite organizations.
You have some of their equipment.
They're awesome.
The gym, right?
Yeah, they're going to. I'm the USA distributor now and stuff, so we're going to be putting them out in the United States, introducing them. But they were the first ones to kind of come on and actually give us a big sponsorship and help us out with quite a bit. They helped us out with World Games.
And they're a class act, too. I mean, they're a really good company. They're out of, what area are they out of?
Well, they were a Miami-Italy-based company.
Italy.
Okay, Italy, yep. Do you ever have a problem with no-shows on any of your bouts or anyone not showing up for a fight?
Yes.
Amateur level?
Yes. I fought for XFO. XFO mainly does the mixed martial arts. But
that's where you get a lot.
Kickboxing in the cage. But I think it was 2 of their shows that, you have a fight, I show up.
I've heard that a lot with.
They don't show, girls
they're afraid to get
a
Ginski.
If I'm given a fight against the girl who's a 2-time Chicago Golden Gloves champion and has multiple national kickboxing champions, and there's video of me this girl head kicking people, I'd be fearful, but it's, again, what's your purpose in fighting? It's to challenge yourself.
To work through the fear.
You have to fight the best to be the best.
Mm-hmm.
So some girls, they want something easy, and that's why I encourage everyone to come out to this show, because I picked a challenging opponent because I want to challenge myself, and it's going to be a good fight. So
do they let you actually? They don't let you pick and choose opponents, obviously, right? But
my coach does some seeking. He looks out, and then he'll say, "Listen, these are the girls that we found. We'll look up and see what their stats are." And
I could tell you a little about her. Her name is Akila Al-Hamad, and she is signed as a professional with Invicta, and she's a badass.
Wow. Invicta.
I'd like to. Let me see. You know what? I'm going to try to pull a picture of her up here real fast if I can put this on here. But she is a very imposing figure and tough.
Amanda's never been one to want to back down from a good fight.
No,
she likes, what's the point if you're going to go and know you can beat someone?
Right.
You want to go knowing that you got to work hard, you got to train hard.
Work your butt,
And when she whoops her butt, she did it. She knows that she trained hard and earned it.
Right. Yeah, I had heard that, going back to the no-shows, I heard that it was real popular, like XFO stuff or a lot of the MMA stuff. People don't show up or they're not really fully committed or they just want to say they have a fight. And
okay.
Right, man.
Excuse comes.
Let's see her.
Oh, my goodness. No.
Oh, wait.
Oh, yes. This is this girl. She fought in Invicta, made her debut.
What in the world?
Aquila is
Let me put that in front. I want to show her one, too.
She's friggin'...
She's jacked. No joke. So this is Amanda Nunes standing next to her.
Oh wow, yeah.
So if you know Amanda Nunes,
yes, I do.
The UFC champ, and she's a badass.
She's
Look at
dwarfed,
Amanda dwarfs her. So jeez. I don't know if you can put that on there.
Yeah, here.
I want to put it on and show on my Facebook.
There you go.
Yeah, dude.
Man, wow. It's gonna be a good fight. I know it.
Jacked. Wow.
All right, let's see.
And one of the nicest ladies too. They're all class acts. This is the great thing about the fight game. Just everybody's so cool.
That's
friends.
who Amanda Ginski is gonna be. You're gonna miss out, March. Come on, March 10th. Look at her. This is gonna be a really good fight.
What's her name again?
Your phone just went dead. Something happens around batteries in me. I don't know. Like things just powered down.
Aquila Al-Hamed.
Aquila Al-Gamal?
Al-Hamed.
Okay, I'll just say Aquila.
I'll write it down and look it up.
We're looking forward to you.
Nice. Is she from the area too, or
she's actually from the Minneapolis, Minnesota area? And if you know anything about the fight game, they're all badasses up there.
I heard that.
It's freaking cold. What do? They train. That's all they do.
Just go inside
and train. Yeah. So
we have. It's like free heat. They just gotta train.
Mm-hmm. They actually have a lot of studs coming from that area, don't they?
Yeah.
I think in the even MMA wise too, and that's cool, man. So, yeah, that's exciting. What else do you have coming down the future besides March? I mean, you probably don't look much past your next fight, but
honestly, I've been getting a lot of messages about pro boxing.
Oh wow.
Because I had my pro boxing debut last summer under Hits Boxing, and I did lose that fight. It was just by points. It was a great fight. I had a really good, again, tough opponent, gave me a good fight. So now I'm on BoxRec, and BoxRec.com is the main site where all the professionals are on. So now that promoters see me as an 0-1 fighter, I lost my first fight. So now they kind of gravitate towards you.
Sure.
Because they think you lost. I'm a good stepping stone for their girl.
Yeah, you're the gatekeeper, right?
Little do they know.
So
yeah.
they're coming. The messages are coming. They're coming to Rob. Hey, you guys want to fight? You want to fight? So now it's just staying ready. After this fight, we have to stay in training camp, stay at a decent weight, and just travel and fight. So hopefully some pro boxing, and then hopefully we get that Italy fight. So that would be great.
Yeah.
To go overseas again.
How are the weight classes in boxing versus kickboxing? They super close, or
I think they have a closer margin.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it depends on the organization. Because sometimes it's a catch weight.
Okay.
It's whatever you agree upon within,
So that you're not like, oh, I'm really struggling to make a weight for a kickboxing bout, and then there's a boxing one coming up where you're already like right on, or
yeah. So it could be at a catch weight.
Okay.
They'll call and say, hey, what can you do? And then you kind of just agree on something.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even at the pro level they do that.
I mean, that's how my pro debut went for boxing.
Wow.
I don't remember. I think it was 52. I think
Nice.
152 for yeah.
Is that where you feel the best, or where do you feel your best?
I mean, I used to walk at 152.
Yeah.
And now I'm walking a little bit heavier than that. I mean, I feel comfortable in the 50s, probably 150 to 155 now. I mean, I can drop down to 40s, but then I'm taking off my muscle and some of my strength. But I can make it work.
Mm-hmm.
I can really make anything from 143 to 155 work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, because sometimes you see fighters that they've been cutting weight, multiple fights, and they're having a hard time. Then you see them bump up a weight class, and all of a sudden they look like a whole different fighter. They're like,
that's how I felt about Ugo.
Yeah.
He went from, I interviewed him on my show, and then I realized that was just his dropping that 10 pounds real fast.
Mm-hmm.
It was unbelievable how I didn't even recognize him.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
The crazy thing, he started in my gym at 230 pounds.
What's he at now?
Really?
He fought at 170 on Glory.
Woo!
Wow.
Was he like super chunky or just?
He came in a little chunky, but I mean he was just he's a younger dude. He wasn't focused. He came in, he got focused. He's the epitome of a fighter, like a man and stuff. They come in, they do their job, and this is the result. They're going to lose weight. They're going to lose fat.
And he's definitely a future of WAKO USA too. He's an up and comer, so I'm really proud of him.
What are the rounds like in a pro boxing versus a pro kickboxing fight, and how do you train for one versus the other, or are your training camps very similar?
They're a little bit different which it's weird because when I fought amateur boxing, it was always 3 rounds, 3 minutes.
Sure.
And then when I got to the pro level, they bumped it to 2-minute rounds for women. Was it
more
4
rounds though?
4 rounds.
4.
Yeah, we got 4 rounds.
So it was actually shorter. It's 8 minutes total.
Yeah,
right, versus
and
9.
I trained for 3-minute rounds, so I was in phenomenal shape. It was in great shape. The stance is different. Obviously, everything. Boxing, I can get a little bit of a wider stance and move my head a little bit.
Yeah, you're not as worried about a kick.
And you know what? It's more, obviously more hands. You need to be busier with the hands. With, kickboxing, you're mixing up hands and feet, and then your stance changes. You can square up a little bit because you're throwing front kicks or you're catching leg kicks, so your stance is off.
Just getting kicked in the legs completely throws a
man, it makes you think real quick, right? Yeah. Oh yeah, forgot about that. How? Sorry.
And then for boxing, we focused a lot on building a strong base because a lot of people, what they don't understand is your power comes from your hips. So you need a strong base, strong legs to be able to, throw those power shots. So, same thing goes for kickboxing, but with kickboxing, I typically lean out a little bit more.
Yeah? Yeah. So you're training, as far as kickboxing, what are the rounds? Are they still 3 minutes?
Oh, they're 2 minutes.
2 minutes, okay.
2 minutes, yeah. You exert a lot more.
In the glory rules, it's 3-minute rounds for the pros,
right,
2's for the amateur.
2, right. You're right.
And how many rounds?
What about March 10th?
March 10th will be 3 threes.
3 threes?
For Amanda, it'll be 3 threes. For everybody else, it'll be 3 2s.
Because you don't think that sounds like
that's plenty long.
Do sit-ups for a minute, and you'll be crying like a baby.
What's your break? A minute?
Yeah.
Right?
A minute break, yeah.
Yeah. And that's a minute just to get some water, get your coach yelling in your face. How much of that?
A minute goes by really fast, doesn't it?
Right? Yeah, but a minute doesn't go fast when you're fighting.
Yeah.
It just goes fast when you're on break.
Yeah.
I make sure I come prepared every fight. So honestly, that minute, I don't know. It's sometimes like in some of the fights, I'm like, all right, give me my mouthpiece. And, Rob's had to say to me, I don't know if you've had to say to me, Coach, just calm down. You got 30 more seconds.
Yeah, relax.
I'm like, because, we train so hard and we train on a shorter rest period just so we have, that extra recovery time in the actual fight. So,
It is kind of nice though, because you don't want your fighter to disconnect from what they're doing. Over a minute stuff. You get done.
Stay focused. That's good. Now, how does that work when you're in there fighting? Do you actually hear your coach? Or some people say they just zone out. They're like, while you're fighting, they don't hear nothing until break.
Yeah, it's happened both ways. There's times where I fight and, it's on command. They'll tell me to do something and I'll do it.
Yeah.
And then there's been a couple fights where, Rob will be, or Shayne will say, did you even hear what I said? Are you even listening to what's going on? And then you'll have people in the crowd, did you hear me? I was yelling.
Yeah, I was screaming. I was cheering for you. Right? Your mom or something.
You just know, okay, I have Shayne and I have Rob. So I need to listen to what they say, while trying to listen to your own thoughts.
Heads up, I'm going to give everybody a bit of advice. That is a pet peeve of every corner man. Your fighter is cued into your voice doing
yours
so.
Only.
So telling her to kick her ass is not going to get her
yes.
there. When you got somebody behind you and in the corner coming up to the corner and yelling, and that distracts the fighter. So if you really want your fighter to yell, sit back, cheer, clap your hands. Yes. It's cool. But
and kick their asses.
Keep your advice. We haven't seen you in the gym. You haven't put in one training session with this person. So please just calm down. Let's go.
Hey, kick her ass is like the most generic thing to do. Oh, okay, let me turn around and kick her in her ass. What do you mean? Like the whole goal is to kick her ass.
And if you've been cornering all night and you're on your last fight, if you get to main event, you're right. You got no voice, and you got somebody back here who's got a fresh one right on the back of your head, dude. And you're like, I need you to stop. You can't. So you got to do everybody a favor.
Yeah, you just put your finger up there.
They've got a fresh one.
Yeah, they got a fresh voice because they've been waiting for your fight all night. Yeah, that's funny because a lot of people think they're yelling in the crowd and they think you hear them. A lot of that just comes as like noise.
Did you hear me? I kept telling you to throw that right hand. No, I didn't hear you because I'm trying to listen to the people that know what's going on.
Yeah, the dude that's been working with me one-on-one for months, on this certain combination. Actually, I don't know if Shayne told you too. There's a thing I'm starting to do on a podcast every time I have a guest out. It's called the Technique of the Week. Did he tell you?
I never got a chance to tell her.
Okay. So what we're gonna do after we're done recording here, we're gonna go out there and shoot a video of just one of your favorite techniques. It could be a combo. It could be just like a parry. Whatever.
That's cool. I like that. That's a good idea. I like that.
Shayne's got to do one too.
Ooh, Shayne, you up for a technique of the week?
So yeah, now when I had some trainers over last night, they got to show like
do a technique of the week.
Yeah, they'll be fighting in there. I have them show like one of their favorite either mobility moves or one of their favorite lifts, or if I have like a jiu-jitsu guy over, we'll go upstairs on the mats and show like your favorite submission or sweep or whatever. So do you have one off the top of your head or?
Technique of the week.
Like a favorite that almost something that you always catch yourself going back to, or if it's not something you want to give away, I guess.
I like that one kick you do. The one that you almost killed me with.
Which one's that?
I don't know, but she's. Whoa! I'll tell you.
I got a lot of favorites. I really like my. What about? I don't know. What do you think?
And she's got those long legs too, so it's like a model's leg out there.
Lead left.
Yeah.
Definitely your lead left.
You're giving secrets away. You're giving secrets away.
Well, we're not friends on Instagram or Facebook. Me and that girl, so I don't think she knows. But
I mean, we can do like
any technique. It doesn't have to be like what your top
like a jab, like a jab cross, left hook to the body. I like the I like the liver hook a lot.
Okay,
let's put Joseph in front.
I'll just eat him, right? No, I'm gonna be the one recording because I don't have to get hit at all. See, I thought this out. Shayne, what do you think you would pick?
I got kind of a strategy versus taller fighters that I really like to impart.
So we'll give this to her opponent, so she knows.
Shorter fighters, and I think a girl's just as tall, if not taller than her.
Okay.
So yeah, that's. But everybody thinks that fighting a taller fighter is a disadvantage, and it's not necessarily true. You got to be smart. Yeah.
Well, that's actually a good question because I know like Amanda Zabilski, she's little and she's taller, so there is a different way of training a littler fighter versus a 5'10".
Yeah.
You. So, I mean, I didn't know that. I'm learning right along with everybody else.
You use your reach probably all the time, right? I mean, imagine.
I use my reach, but when it comes down to it, if someone wants to throw.
Or come inside, it's fine. Yeah,
I'm gonna throw.
It's like a supermodel leg versus like. Her leg is like
you're gonna hit them with
like her pictures are pretty impressive. I mean, her leg she looks like a supermodel with her leg. I mean,
jeez. So you're gonna throw that kick, and instead of hitting them with your shin, you're gonna hit them with your knee or your thigh, right? Because
I'm gonna hit them with whatever I got.
Right. Yeah. As long as it's not your toes or your top of your foot,
which I've done before.
Yeah, that sucks. That is painful.
Yeah, it's not fun.
I've caught a toenail in the eye.
From her?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Twice.
Ugh. You know what? I caught a heel in the eye and just rolling, and I had to get stitches.
Man, she made me look like an ass too. In front of all my friends.
Oh, you started crying.
Wait, she kicked your butt in front of all your friends.
Play fight, goof around, and do that stuff.
Showing you who's boss.
She took
Women
it up
power.
She took it up a notch and caught you, or what?
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I had the dirtiest toe in the gym give me stitches in my eye. It was so gross. This dude, like everybody,
like with fungus on it. Or...
Yeah. Oh yeah, for real. This dude, everybody.
Jeez, you're lucky you have your eye.
I know.
I'm a germ freak. Trust me.
Me too. It was gross. Well, I told the couple people who did it or like whose heel it was. They're like, "Oh my god, dude, that is disgusting. I don't want nothing to do with that dude's feet."
Tell me.
I'll tell you off the air who it is because you'll remember it. It was like 5-6 years ago, so you might remember.
I already know what you're talking about right now.
Dirty.
I got hit with a fungus nail in my eye.
Oh, it was bad. It was bad. Yeah. You want to get off here and start recording the move of the technique of the week, or do you guys have anything else you want to cover?
No, we appreciate you having us on.
Oh, dude, I'm so glad you get to come out.
FitFarm, be sure to like Facebook. He's up on Facebook now.
Yep, and we can give out social media info for sure.
Let's make sure we support him. He's supporting us. We all support each other. That's how we all grow.
Yeah, appreciate it. And if anybody's looking.
Hi, guys. Hold on. Remember, March 10th, Saturday, Holiday Inn. Wait, hold on.
What? Wrong
Holiday
side.
Inn.
Here. In case you guys missed it, it's right here.
3100 Wellington Place, Janesville, Wisconsin.
So you guys are all on Instagram and Facebook, right?
Yes.
So if anybody wants to follow you guys on either of those, you want to just go right
I kind of haven't figured out my Instagram yet.
She's still learning Instagram. Okay.
I got my Facebook down, but Instagram's like the younger generation.
It's more yeah, it's just more about looks, I think, on Instagram.
Yeah, it's like
right?
like you get to post like one picture.
Post a pretty picture.
Yeah,
and,
right.
Yeah,
so,
put 1,000 hashtags. And
I'm not taking off my clothes to get popular. I'm sorry.
Yeah, mine stay on too. I mean, this dad bod is for
you don't like
my eyes only.
Right? Trust me, my body can rock. But,
yeah,
I gotta take off my clothes to get someone to like me.
On Facebook,
else.
I would encourage everyone to follow WAKO, Team USA Kickboxing, because that's not just me; it's our entire team. It's members of Northern Illinois too, as well, that are part of the team. Everyone kind of gets thrown on that page, and then for me personally, it's Amanda Ginski Fight page on Facebook.
Ginski Fight page, yeah.
I'll just put training, pictures, news, updates, everything, on there.
Are you on Instagram too for them to follow along?
I do have Instagram, and I unfortunately haven't uploaded my nudes yet. No, I'm just kidding.
On my private page, right?
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, everyone.
We want to see them.
But I did
family friendly. Family friendly.
She's like, that's
family friendly organization here.
My name on there it's spelled Manda, so Manda _Lynae, Lynae, which is my middle name. So
name.
I try to kind of keep it cute there. But no, I mean, I'll post. A lot of people who know me know I train all the time, so I'll post all my training pictures and stuff on there. But I do get dressed up from time to time, so I have some cute stuff on there too. Get a little bit of everything.
Yeah, you have a good mix. What about you, Shayne?
It's NIL Combat something.
He's like looking it up right now.
I gotta pull it up on my.
He's like NICC. I
just like Z's Martial Arts. Everyone, Z's Martial
Honestly,
Arts.
I got some
Tribe
irons in
Productions.
the fight.
Yeah. So otherwise, Facebook, Northern Illinois Combat Club.
Yes.
And fitness?
Yep.
Or is that in the title too?
Yes,
and fitness?
it is in the fitness, yeah.
Yeah, and by the way, we do have a special giveaway coming on Sundays, and there's a chance to win a month membership with Shayne at Northern Illinois Combat Club and Fitness. So,
and then we also got www.wakousa.org is the main is the main site that's not on Facebook. So if you're not, I've learned a lot of people aren't on Facebook.
Yeah, some people are only on Instagram.
And we are going to be launching our YouTube channel and updating our YouTube channel really, really soon. So that we're super excited about that.
Nice.
So that's a thing to look forward to for WAKO USA and T3. And
we're doing selfies right now. It looks like here.
I'm trying to get this.
It's a selfie world.
It is.
It's weird. I'm so sick of looking at myself. Seriously.
Yeah.
Like, it's
you're
prettier than me. You're hot, man.
You got to get the angles. That's all. You just got to get the angles.
I want to meet Monique. Where's Monique?
We're on at FitFarm Podcast and
it's Monique, right?
FitFarm Podcast on Facebook too, I think.
Monica.
Oh, Monica.
From what country is she from?
Monica is Polish.
Monica is Polish. I cannot wait.
Dorota.
All right, guys. Get out of here. Bye-bye.
Looking for